What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a general sneak peek for the sign of Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, you guys are second this week on the zodiac lineup. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So, take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay? Let's go ahead and get started. You guys already know how these work. We're going to start with 5 cards from the General Writer's Waite, 2 from the top, 2 directly from the bottom. Okay, that's a first where they came out both at the same time. I'm trying to split them up here. Okay, and then 1 energetically from the middle. Okay. And hopefully you guys can see all of them here. All right. Hopefully you guys remember, like I said, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, readings will be somewhat late because I do work a hybrid schedule. Okay. So your girl had to get something to eat. I'm probably going to take a little miniature break between you and the next sign, Sagittarius and Libra. And I had some stuff to do, some personal stuff to do when I got in the house. So, plus cleansing my energy and everything out. Okay. I will let you guys know if you are watching Aquarius and you are either getting into spirituality, or already spiritual. Make sure you guys charge your crystals this upcoming Thursday. I've already said it on Cancer's reading. If you have any crystals, start charging on the 10th and set your intentions for the full moon on the 11th, which is a full sturgeon moon. If you haven't already, check out the monthly manifestations. I talk about the moon placements there, so you can kind of understand the characteristics of each moon placement. Okay. On the 11th, it'll be a massive ascension for a lot of people in the collective, and so you want to carry that energy over from charging your crystals on the 10th all day into the 11th, all day the 11th going into the 12th. Okay, the 12th, you should be taking in positive energy into that day. Okay, thinking positive and being very optimistic, and that's when you can pull your crystals out and use them as you see fit. Okay, for whatever you may need them for. Okay, you may have crystals that you like to use at work. You may have crystals that you just like for support. Okay, if you've watched your energy shout out before. Okay, and you have that particular crystal, make sure you're charging it pretty much at least once a month. Okay, every full moon if possible. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into y'all's reading. Let's see where y'all are right now, Aquarius. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Wands. Okay, right in the middle of your reading, Knight of Pentacles, and the Death card, Scorpio energy. Okay, so you pretty much got all of the signs here almost. Okay, you have water here with the Death card, Scorpio energy, Earth energy with the Pentacle, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You have fire energy, which is Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Okay, and then you have the Ace of Swords, which is air energy. Okay, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. All right, so let's see what's popping off in your reading, you guys. Also, with your crystals, put them in sunlight. Okay, put them in your windowsill. Okay, it'll take on that energy of the day from the sun. Okay, and then it will take the energy of the full moon in. Okay, Just make sure you set your intentions on what it is that you want that crystal to do based on the characteristics of the crystal. Okay? So, let's go ahead and get started. So, this Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius, I'm very glad to see based off of your reading last month in July. Okay? Some form of change is occurring. Okay? A cycle of some sort. Okay? Is changing. Okay? Possibly your thought process, or um, your work ethic, things of that nature. Okay? Some type of change is happening within you. Again, there is a massive ascension happening. There should be some maturing and balancing out. This is August 8, talking about bringing balance into your life. Okay? So the Ace of Swords is here in regards to some form of honesty and truth, possibly towards yourself. Okay? Just being very honest with yourself about what it is or how you want to move forward. Okay? So next we have the Six of Wands. Okay? Six of Wands is here directly in the middle of your reading. I always pay attention to the middle card in the spread because that tells me how your energy may flow throughout the week, okay, as we do the rest of your readings. So Six of Wands is talking about marching towards a victory of some sort, okay? And so it could be just personal growth, if you will, that you're headed towards. It could be something a little bit more as far as material wise. Just get in where you fit in, okay, guys? As far as what that could be for you, I'm not picking up anything in particular, just saying it could be something material as well, okay? Because we have the Knight of Pentacles here, okay? It's some type of small offer, but I feel like it's a small offer not in the sense of finances, but in a sense of change, okay? Offering some form of change to someone, all right? It's a Knight of Pentacles, so it's not, it's not a big thing, but to whoever you're offering it to, it could be big, okay? Or it could be someone offering this to you, okay? Some form of advice, things of that nature, okay? On how you should move or press forward, okay? Next is the Death card, okay? Again, with this kind of tied in with this Knight of Pentacles, Scorpio energy here. It could be a Scorpio that gives you this advice, Aquarius, but basically something that's like a token. It could be a token of appreciation also for some of you, Aquarius, but for others, I feel like it is primarily advice towards a specific situation at hand. That will promote the end of something, okay? Possibly a bad habit or a negative thought process, okay? So let's get into these clarifiers, okay? As we're at 8:40 in your reading, we're going to do the same thing as we did with the Rider's Waite. One from the top for the Wheel of Fortune, second from the top for the Ace of Swords, one from the bottom for the Six of Wands, second from the bottom for the Knight of Pentacles, and then one energetically from the middle for the Death card. Okay? So let's see what's going on one at a time for you, Aquarius. The Wheel of Fortune is being clarified by the Seven of Hearts, which would be the Seven of Cups, okay? So, like I said, change occurring either within you, possibly around you, okay? Within you, I feel there are, or you are taking the time to look at the infinite possibilities of your actions, okay? You're outweighing consequences and rewards, things of that nature, okay? there is a multitude of things that you can do, okay, to promote change, okay, either within you or around you, okay. Maybe you're trying to figure out exactly what it is, what your interests are. Maybe you have a multitude of interests and you're trying to narrow it down, okay. If you possibly are into spirituality at all, you can always go on my Etsy shop. There's a link on my About Me page, and you can check out the Ignite My Passion, okay, um, which is pretty much going to help center you in the sense of grounding you and attracting you to what your passion is, okay? You can go on my Etsy shop and read that description, and if at any point in time, even if you just visually vibe with that particular bath salt, it's a bath salt. If you vibe with it, it possibly is meant for you, okay? So, just a little plug. Nonetheless, and I don't do it much unless it's, energetically guided for me to do so, okay? Next, let's get into this Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is being clarified by the World card, okay? The World with the Ace of Swords. There's a completion happening usually when this World card comes up, okay? It's a completion in the sense of you coming to truth about something, okay, within yourself. Like I said, I think this is possibly some self-reflection going on, and determining what it is that needs to stop in your life, okay? Like I said, big change and big jump from July, okay? Your energy was a little off in July. It could have been other placements kind of mixing in, as I do feel energetically that people have checked out their birth chart and are starting to pay attention to their birth chart placements, okay, the ones that mean the most to them. And so you could have had some cross energy coming in, okay. But nonetheless, whatever has occurred since July, you are definitely on the right track, completing something, as far as, like I said, some self or personal growth, okay? Next, we have the Six of Wands. Wow. With the Wheel of Fortune coming out yet again in your reading. That's 2 times, okay? Massive change in 2 different ways, okay? Possibly, all right? We're talking about 2 different ways in the sense of self-reflection, figuring out what it is that you want to do. That could be possibly career-wise for you, Aquarius. This, in turn, with this Wheel of Fortune coming here in a victory, is that whatever it is that you plan on pursuing is going to change your life drastically, okay, in the sense of mentally, emotionally, and physically, okay? You are going to have to put in the work, okay, whatever it is that you are aiming for, Aquarius, okay? But whatever it is, you will succeed in it, okay? With this Wheel of Fortune here, double time, all right? So whatever it is, it's a massive change. I feel like you guys are definitely going to be hit hard in a positive way with the full sturgeon moon. So I strongly suggest you go and check out that monthly manifestation in my playlist on my channel, okay, for the month of August. July's energy is like dead and gone. You need to be focusing on August and moving forward, okay? So that being said, let's move into this Knight of Pentacles, which is being clarified by the Two of Pentacles, okay? Two of Pentacles with this Knight of Pentacles, you possibly, like I said, are going to be offered something. For some of you, it could be advice. Others of you, it could be some kind of, I'm getting this vibe of kind of like a side hustle or something like that, possibly being offered to you, that could be beneficial in a sense of maybe, just giving you a couple of extra dollars or something like that. but you're going to be kind of indecisive about it. You're going to be kind of back and forth. Two of Pentacles is usually talking about juggling, okay? For the others of you Aquarius, you could be taking on something else in kind of filling up your schedule where you are going to be juggling a lot, okay? And that's in reference to either what you have planned ahead for yourself, or someone else has something planned for you as well, okay? So either you're going to be juggling a lot or you're going to be making a decision about something, okay? Um, I feel this vibe of some of you kind of going back and forth in your head in reference to the advice that's given to you, okay? Basically, try not to think too hard into it, especially if it's advice that's more so geared to help you, not hinder you, okay? So, next we have the Death card with the Chariot, okay? Or Chariot, okay? The Death card with the Chariot, okay? So, you have Scorpio energy. The Chariot is Cancer energy, okay? You could have Cancer in your chart or dealing with one. You don't have to be, but just for your information, okay? So with this Chariot being here, like I said before, death in the sense of getting rid of any bad habit that's been mostly hindering you and being able to progress forward as a new you, okay? That is what I feel is going to be happening for you. You'll be able to move forward in a more productive way, okay? Where it's like, the best way for me to say it is like fun times over. Possibly in July, you were having a little bit too much fun. You got knocked off of course by someone else's interference, possibly. And now it could have been your own energy that kind of, knocked you off. Where maybe you had some free time and you kind of took a little bit too much or got into a little bit too much, possibly. Or you could have gotten involved or mixed up with the wrong people who kind of took you off track, okay, Aquarius? Because, you guys were actually doing pretty good for yourselves, and then the energy just changed last month, okay? So hopefully you're getting back to you based off of this Death and the Chariot card, okay? So let's get into the elemental oracles as we're hitting up on 18 minutes in your reading, slowly but surely. Let's get some advice for Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius. And one more shuffle before we cut. Advice for Aquarius. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, Aquarius, we have new energy alert between you and Cancer today. We have life, breath, okay? Life, breath. Number 27 here, equaling out to 9, which is talking about wrapping up in a sense of a completion with the World card being here, okay? This is a very beautiful card. There's a heart here, and there's this woman kind of like energetically flowing from the heart, and you can kind of see where the breath comes in. There's breath coming from her into the heart, or into the heart into her, okay? So you're breathing new life, okay, is what I feel when I look at this card, okay? You are embarking on something completely new, getting a restart, if you will, with this heart being here, okay? Connecting to your inner self, your heart space, okay? For, like I said, a new beginning, wrapping up something. Like I said, maybe a short phase that was just slightly an interruption, okay? Like I said, that possibly knocked you off of your usual, okay? So let's go into the book here. Which this is air energy, okay? Air energy. Breath life says focus on your breath. Allow it to guide your actions and flow. Fear often means breath holding. Let that all go. There is a place for slowing down your breath and being mindful of it. Take a deep breath and rethink your strategy. Okay? Take a deep breath and pause a few seconds before exhaling, which will train you to give yourself that little bit more time and space. Okay? You have time to reevaluate. You have time to reconsider and re strategize. Okay? Don't rush into things, basically, is what I feel this is saying. Okay? Especially with the Wheel of Fortune coming up twice, you could be changing a lot of things, okay? You may start out thinking one thing and then you may need to change it, okay? So be prepared for that. Thus, the monthly manifestations will definitely help you, okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to read this last passage for you guys that's in here that says the emotion of fear or feeling stress often sends hormones rushing into the body that speeds up breathing, or shock will cause you to hold your breath in the form of rapid inhalation. If you realize this is a behavior you regularly do, try to be mindful and relax. Stop and take a deeper and slower mindful breath, which will give you more action and flow. Okay? So be mindful of your breathing, okay? Use that exercise as I stated before, okay? To just take that deep breath in and inhale slowly, okay? And really pay attention to your breath, especially if you're exercising as well, okay, Aquarius? Pay attention to your heart palpitations for some of you, okay? You may overexert yourself, especially with August being the hottest month of summer, okay? In my opinion, it's very hot, it's very humid. And so depending on, I know here, I'm on the East Coast, I'm in Virginia, and you can have all seasons in 1 week. But primarily, it's been very hot and sticky. So make sure you're hydrating as much as you possibly can. Be mindful of your breath. Try not to overexert yourself. Okay? So, Aquarius, that's all that I have for you guys this week. Well, not all this week, but tonight. We still have 4 more readings for you guys this week. Okay? So until then, Aquarius, peace.